Alright, what's up everybody? Cichlid Profile Sundays coming at you. Last week we did Dovi. Talked about my Dovi, talked a little bit about them. This week we're going to do Amphilophus Hogaboomorum. That's what we're looking at right here. This guy is an F1 Hoga, which means his parents were wild caught. F1 means first generation of wild caught parents. FO or F0 means wild caught. This guy is about 10 inches long, full of attitude, badass mofo. He occupies a 6 foot, 135 gallon tank all to himself, and he takes up the entire tank, guys. He covers this whole thing all the time, does a great job. Has basically rescaped it for me with his, you can see, I've got like 6 inches of sand right there that he's moved from the back of the tank. These guys are a Honduran Amphilophus, which is different from your other barred Midas complex, like your Citronellum, Labiatum, Chancho, Hiloensis, all that kind of stuff that come from the Great Lakes, the Crater Lakes in Nicaragua, like Gila, Managua, and all that great stuff. These guys are native to Honduras, the Rio Choluteca. Aquamojo brought some back a while back. He had a couple beautiful wild pairs. I believe he still does have a nice wild pair of Hogas. The guy I got them from had a beautiful pair. His male was probably 12, 13 inches. He had actually 2 wild pairs of Hogas. He still has 1 wild pair. The male's probably 12, 13 inches. The female's probably about the size of this guy. Now he's down to 2 pairs. One of his wild males ended up dying in a power outage type of situation up here that we had, and is now trying to breed an F1 male with his wild female. Still hasn't succeeded in that yet. I'm hoping I can get this guy a female down the road and spread some Hoga love to all my subscribers and everybody out there who wants this amazing, beautiful fish. They are awesome fish to keep. He's my favorite. He's got that Amphilophus personality where he's always up in your face, always comes up to say hi. He's always hungry as heck. As a matter of fact, we'll feed him on camera for everybody. Watch him scarf up his pellets. They're probably going to max around to 14 to 15 inches. Maybe a little bigger than that in perfect scenarios. I like to think that I have him good enough water that he can get to that 15 inches. He's got a big enough tank and he's ran on a drip system, so got constant clean water all the time. Amphilophus are a little bit tricky fish to keep. I've heard many stories from guys who breed Amphilophus of males flipping on females and ended up killing them. I had that happen with my Fred, so when breeding Amphilophus, definitely be wary and be careful, because males are very powerful fish, guys. I mean, this guy is he's just an absolute chunk. And like I said, I've had him the same time as my Red Devil, and he's just probably weighs twice as much. But when they were in the community tank together, because I had them all in the 240 when they were all growing out, I had them with my Freds and some other fish in there that I don't have now. The Hoga was the subordinate fish, subdominant. My male devil was definitely the dominant fish between the two and definitely ran the tank, especially after I pulled the Freds out. The Red Devil took over the tank, but when I separated the two, the Hoga eats more, grows faster, is more aggressive. So maybe Hogas are just late bloomers versus Red Devils, which seem to be fast bloomers, I'm trying to say. I mean, this fish basically speaks for himself. That's why he's got this tank all to himself. He's just an amazing fish. But all of your barred Amphilophus out there are just awesome fish to keep. Hogaboomorum are a little bit on the rarer side. They're not as available as I would like for people to have them, which is why I would like to breed him. I would love to get quality Hoga genetics out there and spread them around the US, because people out there need to keep this fish. It's just incredible. He's not aggressive enough yet to bite me. As a matter of fact, he might even let me pet him on camera. Come here, buddy. Don't bite me on camera. It'll be your first time. Sometimes he lets me pet him. Come here. Does his little dance. a little bit more manageable fish to keep than say your doveye like I did last week. These guys are going to probably require 75 gallon for a solo fish, and for a pair you're really going to want a 6-foot tank. This 135 would suffice perfectly for a pair, preferably a 2-foot depth with a fish that's going to grow. It's a very big, it's going to be a very tall, big fish, so really that extra space, maybe a 180 would be the ideal perfect tank size that I would love to get this guy in someday. But for now and for quite some time, he's going to absolutely fit perfectly in this tank. Really like how the scape on this tank turned out, guys. It looks pretty sweet. Watch this. Come on. Boom. Just kind of let you guys observe while I think of something else to talk about. Males and females are basically going to look the same, especially at smaller sizes. Same way with the rest of most of your Amphilophus. It's going to be difficult to tell the difference between them. My best way of sexing Amphilophus is basically wait till they breed. Get a group of them. A good number for a group of fish when raising them up to breed is 4 for me. It seems to work out well. Then you don't have too many extras. A lot of people will say 6, but with 6 you're gonna have a bunch of extras that you got to get rid of once the 2 pairs spawn. But yeah, sexing them is not going to be really too easy. And like I said, if you've got enough of them, you got enough space. Maybe sometimes you can let them eat a little bit till they're full, and then maybe you can sex them with their junk, but visually they're going to be a little bit more difficult. The females will get a little bit, they'll be smaller for sure, and they'll get a little bit more pink going in their gills, especially when they get in spawning mode. But other than that, it's really a crapshoot, especially at juvenile sizes, to sex these guys. So like I said, if you've got the time and the patience, just let them spawn, then you'll find out which one's laying the eggs is the girl, and the one squirting his juice on there is going to be the dude. Alright, so that's the Hoga. I'm having fun doing these species profiles. Next week I'll probably go with the umbies and talk about them, because they'll probably have a cloud of fry in with them, so that'll be fun to watch. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Still trying to think of contest ideas and possible prizes, whatnot. Figure something out for everybody. But till then, peace out. Have a good day. Alright, bye.